So once we get to Dodoma, then we got to drive another 8 hours to get your home.
Exactly.
You for real?
Hey, we're on live. We're on live. All right. So as
It's big, but we are
It's on YouTube. It's live.
yeah, can you all look? Let's Shalom, Salama family, Salama. This is Brother Karis, Covenant Awakenings. But right now we're here with Quest to Unite Africa. Quest to Unite Africa. So, family, I'm here with our Tanzanian brother Sebastian as we're driving over to Dodoma from Dar es Salaam. So we're beginning to. It's about a 6-hour drive, 6-7 hour drive, and we're beginning to come to the head of the drive. But I want to make sure if you all can hear me, please hit 1. So I can see where we're at on the on any type of delay or things of that nature. But to be quite honest, it's been very good to see a lot of the especially the telecommunications on out here. So we're not too far away from things. So definitely got to give a shout out to our volunteers with yesterday's, or for me, it was this morning, Zoom session for our volunteers, our folks that's making the things work in the background for what we're doing out here on the continent. So exciting times ahead and are ahead. Again, we are getting video and everything else captured, which will not be played on this platform. It will be on our Quest to Unite Africa channel. So again, please subscribe to the Quest to Unite Africa channel. Also, Quest to Unite Africa has a Patreon. Please subscribe to the Patreon. So as we begin to have this journey continue to unfold, part of what is leading us to Parliament is that we have to shake hands. We have to let the folks know who we are and what our intent is. For a lot of the history that's behind things, right? Since I'm here on YouTube, there's been a deliberate disconnection that's been made between African Americans and our brothers and sisters on the continent. And now our brothers and sisters on the continent, they're starting to understand and realize what it was that they have been bamboozled with at the same time. And understanding how they have been left in an economic regression. You can see the scars of what colonialism has done to the land and what it still does today, because a lot of the things that you see is, it's still the taking of resources with very little to none given back. And if there's any other issues or concerns, well, there's replacement of leadership, which always sparks civil unrest. So there's a lot of issues that they've contended with that we're still scratching the surface of understanding, because in the global spectrum of white supremacy, ignorance has been bliss for them, but the destruction for us. So now, as we begin to understand and have knowledge of who we are and knowledge of what's been happening to us in this world, that lack of knowledge that provides for destruction is now becoming destroyed. And that's destroyed through communication, through being able to come on out here to talk to our brothers and sisters out here and to have a genuine understanding. It's hard for our folks to understand what the give is and not know a take. It's hard for our people to understand that there's a genuine care because we've all been in this particular hamster wheel. Our hamster wheel started in the transatlantic slave trade and has continued. Their hamster wheel started as we were getting on the boat in the transatlantic slave trade. The geologic locations didn't prevent everyone from coming on the hamster wheel. It just meant that your hamster wheel was done in a different manner in a different format. So now we're starting to understand, well, why are we running on this hamster wheel when we need to be reaching out to each other and helping each other? And this is where we're at right now. I'm going to bring on in here a special guest. This is our friend. He is helping us with Quest Unite Africa logistics. He goes by Sebastian. Sebastian, if you want to introduce yourself.
Hello. My name is Sebastian, Member of Parliament from Tanzania. I'm here with my brothers, Quest to Unite Africa. Actually, since they arrived here, they have seen by their naked eyes this is where they belong, with all the rich Mother Nature has provided. They have witnessed all of this, and right now we have traveled from Dar es Salaam. Very soon we'll be reaching Dodoma. What I told them, they have not seen the entire of Tanzania, yet is not yet to be seen. But with the little they have seen, but not only that, but also with the friendship they have seen from their brothers and sisters. This is what I think you, brothers and sisters, you have been missed for so long. Here we are. It's very funny and strange that due to propaganda from TVs and whatnot in Western countries, Europe and the USA, they do portray Africa as a dark continent. Africa full of poverty, people with no education, with whatever. But you people come to Africa and they will see a lot of development, and there are a lot to be done. If you talk in terms of natural resources, there are plenty. I know maybe we are lacking technology and the modern equipments, but together, and if at all we are intended to assist each other, we have open doors for our brothers and sisters. You are warmly welcome.
All right. Thank you, Brother Sebastian. Definitely appreciate that. So, yes, family, we are here. I just wanted to give you an update. It's a beautiful country here. It almost reminds me of Arizona. And we went through, we came from basically um, Dar es Salaam, which reminds me of basically South Florida. Then we drove through, the kind of the southeast, but they called it the coastal region, which reminds me of basically the southeast. And now we quickly went through the Midwest and those parts, and now we're here in what I would fashion as more or less the Southwest with Arizona and things of that nature. It doesn't mean that it's dry by any means. It's just very arid and temperate in terms of the location, the mountains and things of that nature. They're it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So I think that's the best picture for those that have been in Arizona, been in California, right? Those parts of I would say towards the highlands, getting out to the Mojave, near Joshua Tree, things of that nature. This is exactly what it looks like. So really, really not a big difference, except you don't see the Chiricahuan cactuses that you see there in certain parts of Arizona. But yes, no, the people are friendly. And the food is great. I'm going to tell you something about the food. Before we kind of wrap this thing on up, because we're getting ready to get into this city and move along. This food is natural, and Mike had made a comment about the food regarding. He said, the chicken legs, the legs are longer, and that makes you wonder, man, the legs are longer. Okay. Well, that's because their chickens are free range. Their chickens, they're not just cooped up. They're actually going. They're actually moving. And what that does is it leans out the chicken, and you're getting more meat instead of the fat that's on the chicken. And they don't do any of these steroids or any of these artificial, fatteners that have more girth, which isn't good for you. Yeah, it may make you more fuller, but you're full on what? On some sort of chemicals and things of that nature, which isn't really the real food. So being able to understand the taste, being able to understand what you're giving to your body. I'm going to tell you, family, when I was in Egypt, the couple times I was in Egypt, I was 3-4 days in, I was always sick. Like clockwork. My body would eat that food and it was just done. Sluggish, couldn't move anywhere, couldn't think, because they do the same things that the West does with the food. And they do it even worse just because of the conditions and the standards. And now I've been here and I'm telling you, there's more energy. You can see it on Mike, myself. Quinn, Sister Shar's son, was having liver for the first time. And they're saying it didn't taste like liver. It was good food.
And I don't eat liver.
Yeah, Mike was eating the liver. He said he doesn't eat liver.
And I was eating it. They told me it was liver. I thought it was steak cubes.
It did look like steak cubes for a little bit. So I said, yeah. I was like, oh, interesting. But I'm not gonna lie, they had some pepper. That thing was hotter than a habanero or a ghost pepper, whatever you want to call it. That thing was hot. That I was burning my lips on black tea, trying to take a sip. I'm burning my lips on the spice, and then burning my lips on the hot cup of tea. Your boy was in trouble. Your boy was in trouble. Oh, my sinuses were out of control. Now that I thank the Most High that my sinuses have gotten a lot better. They've gotten a lot better. But yes, family, it's an interesting sight, but it's not unusual. But I'm going to tell you this, family. For the simple things and the simplest things, they're happy. There's a genuine kindness. And this is something you won't get in the United States. This is something you won't get in the West. Because here's the thing. We live in a rich country, but we have a poverty mindset. And honestly, poverty truly is a state of mind, which is why we as black folks, generally speaking, as you all my audience, African Americans, Israelites, Hebrews, however you want to call or label or define yourselves, we've been in a state of poverty because we've chosen to be impoverished. And these are the choices that have been made for us generations ago. Now, you can choose to stay impoverished, or you can choose to understand what those factors are that's driving your poverty. And everybody always has a choice to do something about it. We serve a heavenly Father that gives us ingenuity, knowledge, and skills, and witty inventions. Proverbs chapter 10. So we know how to do things, we know how to move things. But the question is do you believe that your hands can do it? Deuteronomy 33:7 says that we can. We can, as long as we are gathered to our people. But we truly don't even want to be gathered to our people because we've learned to demean our own people. We've learned to demean our own family. Because our enemies know that if you don't like your family and if you can't trust your family, then guess what? You're always going to stay impoverished. They've learned the formula and they've executed the formula, and their game plan is working flawlessly. Up until the hiccup that these 400 years, and we're starting to come back to ourselves. Slowly but surely. We're starting to understand what they've done, slowly but surely. And it's a process. We're building this process right here just by putting our faces on the ground, just by being on the soil, a soil that's even naturally healthy. When I say that, that's another descriptive of making their soil is so healthy, they don't really have to utilize fertilizers and other nutrients to try to provide, high nitrogen levels. It's already in the soil. They plant something out here, they put water on it, it's going to grow. Everything that they're digging up, the jewels, the wealth, the minerals, as Sebastian has said, the resources are unimaginable. And because of us genuinely caring for folks that look like us, that provides a greater relationship. The question I always have for all of us in this Quest to Unite Africa series: what relationship are you building? As I was getting on this live right here, look, everything that we said in the scriptures that's coming to pass, It's coming to pass. But what are you going to do? Where are you going to be at? How are you going to prepare? Do you want to have an ill-fated reality being in the land of your captivity? Or do you want to look towards the future in the land of our forefathers? They know we're from this land. We know we're from this land. But like I had said, family, that trust has to be built. Do you want to be thrown out of the land and then sit in refugee camps? That's what you have to ask yourself. And all these countries that have been here, especially in East Africa, they've all had to hold refugee camps of some sorts. Matter of fact, they're pretty good at it. And you really, that's something that you don't want to brag about. But I would say the better you have of a relationship, the less likely you'll have to see a UN or an AU sponsored tent. But it's all up to us and our attitudes. How do you want to change your attitude? How do you want to reason with your brother and sisters? We can't come in as conquerors. We can't come in as what the white folks would come in. We can't do those practices. That's not us. We don't even do that amongst our own people. So, family, I continue to thank you all for your support for Quest Unite Africa. We're growing, we're moving, and we're literally heading places. And family, it's just weird to see all these cows just roaming around. It's just no type of fences. It's amazing. No type of fences. You just see them. They're just all on their lonesome. Them cows just stick to the sides of the roads, and they're cool. It's pretty interesting to see. I think it's really awesome to see because that's how they treat the land. The land is for them. The land is for all Tanzanians. But when you're welcomed by Tanzanians, you're embraced by Tanzanians. But we have to have the attitude of being welcomed. You can't come over here with the hurt and the pain. You can't come on over here with the well, we deserve, well, we this, well, we that. No. Clean the slate, wash your plates, and begin to work as one. Humility is the key. Patience is the answer. And love conquers a multitude of all sins. But we have to, number one, be able to love ourselves, and then be able to love one another. We've lived in a place where we were told to not love ourselves. We were told to not love our features. We were told to not love our hair. We were told to not love our eyes. We were told to not love our teeth. We were told to not love our skin. The more Europeanized you are, the better you are. And that's an absolute lie. Straight from the pit of hell. That makes sense to you all? Because our confusion. Our Elohim is not an Elohim of confusion. But the enemy creates that confusion to kill, steal, and destroy. But how do you want to choose life? Do you want to choose it in the pattern of the enemy? Or do you want to choose it in the pattern of how our Heavenly Father has created that model? He's already created the model. It's just the choice is up to you. Do you want to follow it? The word sex. That model is in the Bible, the Bible. That's our guideline. That's how we deal with folks. Because the more we deal how our Heavenly Father deals with us, the easier it is for doors to be opened. Because you got to remember, in everything he does, he always goes before us. So that's why when we're going to Dodoma, I always had said we already have victory. So Sebastian's showing us the block farming that they're doing. I know Brother Yacole was talking about that, and Brother Yacole, reach on out to his Brother Yacole. So yeah, don't ghost us. Reach on out to us. We're here in Dar es Salaam. So shout out to the T3 and me. So we're gonna try and meet on up with them since they're not that far from the outskirts. I'm gonna try and get us over to Stepping Stones to Home and journey with us over near Natanga. That's gonna probably be sometime next month or July. To see this beautiful country and this beautiful region. And family, I'm going to tell you, when we leave your house, we really won't. We were never able to control our own imagery. The imagery for All right, I'm back. Give me a one if you can hear me. If you can hear me. Yeah, we lost a little bit of connection. There we go. All right, we're back. We're back. We're in a little bit of a village right here. But I'm going to tell you this, family. As I've been to a lot of these other nations, I'm going to tell you this. I'm actually pretty. It's pretty astounding to see um, the lack of trash. Yeah, you have a couple things here and there. But when I was in the Middle East, it was just trash everywhere. There's not trash around here. It's actually very, very clean. You can't tell me that this place is not clean. I've seen places dirtier in the United States. Am I right, Mike?
Oh yeah, you most definitely right. You're correct. They keep it clean.
This place is clean.
They got all the trash in one location. That's one thing they were keeping in one location. It's not all over the place.
Absolutely. No, they look. There's pride. There's pride in what they're doing. So, family, yeah, we're gonna show you photos. Quinn, our cameraman, I don't know if he's up, but he's been taking photos and video. Of these, and I did. Look, we all want to make sure that we see things plain and we see things clearly. I've seen it all, so I've already knew what to expect. And so jumping into this, especially coming on out here, to be better and to be honest, I've had a better experience with this than I've had in the past with other things. So my experience here, personally speaking, this is one of my better experiences. Hands down. Hands down. It is very enjoyable. If I didn't have to go home next week, I'm not going to lie to you, family. If I didn't have to go home next week, I would have been like, let me extend this out another week. It is the truth. It's because I'm telling you, when they say Hakuna Matata, right? No worries. Look, there's really no worries because you're on the ground. You're with the people. And when you're trying to accomplish something that the Most High has given you a direction to do, that our Heavenly Father has given you a direction to do, it all falls in together. It all falls in the plan.
Commissioner Commissioner General of Prison. All right.
So we're seeing some chiefs rolling in the area, and they roll in. It's the mayor. This is how it goes. You're gonna be in your entourage. But yeah, family, when going on over there's pockets of just of beauty. They want to keep up. They're wanting to keep up.
I think one day we will set the standard.
Beautiful.
Yeah, you joke. All that, man.
Yeah. This is such a beautiful area.
Little sisters getting out of school.
And so, yes, family, I'm literally on the road. We are on the road, actually traveling right now. Just had a little hiccup in cell phone communication. Other than that, I see these folks are just walking around, walking and talking on their cell phones. They ain't got no problems with cell phones. their network communications is really good. Oh, and gas here is only about like $1.05 a gallon. $1.05 a gallon.
Yes.
And see, they have they have natural gas that they're coming through.
Propane, the one I was telling you about. Yeah.
So family, again, it's awesome being here. I thank the Most High that I got a chance to come on out here. I honestly wasn't intending to visit or do anything until around September, to be honest. So, but I thank him that, I got thrust out here, because it is truly amazing to see how beautiful this thing is. And no, family, look, don't worry, we're not getting attacked by any, lions, cheetahs, hyenas, There's no gorillas jumping out the bush, We're okay, family. So yeah. But this it's very nice to see just the love and the camaraderie that they have for each other. It really is a different, genuine respect. And I say Mike Quinn and myself, we do our best to show that gratitude of them bringing us in, because they don't have to do it. The damage that's been done with other folks visiting and taking, right? Well, what's one more? What's one more? And the thing is that, even for us, we get a little guarded, because look, we're trying to say, well, we're doing this, we're doing that, but we also have things in us that we try to either suppress or not allow to be healed. And a lot of the things that we do, because we've been so hurt, we don't really allow that opportunity for healing. And I'm going to tell you that, family, when people say, "Oh, well," and this is for Yakoba and Teyu, because they asked me to address this. They showed me a video, and I saw the video, and they asked me to address this. I think this is the best time to address it, while my internet is still up and kicking. Hallelujah. The reason that a lot of African Americans, why they quote unquote fail, it's not on the part of Tanzania or the Tanzanians. It's on the part of the lack of patience and the lack of understanding that gives them the frustration. Because the whole thing is, they're judging us just as much as we're judging them. They're looking at us just as much as we're looking at them. But when we look at each other together, in mutual respect and really in mutual love, that's where any issues or misunderstandings, that's how it all gets resolved. Once we understand that, once we get that under our belts, That's
Even me, when I go to my constituents, I do the same.
that's how we build. That's how we understand. And that's how we resolve any failures or
This
perceived
road
failures.
goes to the place of our president.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we're in Dodoma right now. We're in
We
proper.
are approaching it.
Okay.
You see, even this is the hospital.
Yes.
Yeah, the hospital.
Yes.
But that what place is called, it's a palace for president. Somewhere there.
Like the White House.
Exactly.
All right.
And it's really white.
Oh,
It's white House. So this is the hospital. Let's see. Nearby.
I don't know if you can hear Sebastian in the background. He's basically telling us and giving us the layout of Dodoma, and so they took their capital from Dar es Salaam and pushed it back a few hundred miles, which is smart because that's strategically speaking and security wise, you really don't want to have your capital on the coast, which is definitely good planning. But you could see they're building everything up around here to support the politicians, and so that building, it's an encouraging sign, but that's just within one region. There's other buildings that have to go all throughout Tanzania, and that's what they want help in. So
the government city. Very soon you start to see the government city.
okay, so
We shifted from Dar es Salaam.
yes,
So now you can see a lot of construction. We see on your right hand side.
that's okay.
Special for government.
Yes,
It's a government city. So being there is one-stop center. You finish each and everything.
yeah.
And then just you can see.
You can see the homes.
Yeah.
You see the homes. You see the houses.
Yeah, even this one, it goes to the White House. This
Yes.
house goes there. Somewhere there, not much far.
Oh yeah, it's spacious, family. It is very
And then you
nice.
see all these planned.
Mm-hmm.
Just you can see all of this area planned, well planned. Now we are entering the Dodoma.
Yes.
Planned.
So I'm telling you, you can see how they're building up the homes. They're building up the infrastructure for Dodoma. You can see out in the distance, there's different buildings, community buildings, different centers. You even see a lot of the homes that are here.
And there is a construction to make it double roads.
Yes, and they're constructing it. Yes, so they're going to make.
Enter the
Yes.
Dodoma, and there is a ring road.
Yes.
Ring road.
Okay. So
Instead of lorries and whatnot to go into the town, they
Yeah.
pass,
yes.
to another regions.
All right.
Not creating a lot of traffic jam.
Oh, here we go. Now So now we're in literally the outskirts. Now we're seeing the city. Yep, the city done opened up. Wow.
We're not yet.
Yeah.
We're still the outskirts.
Well, no, this is still.
It's a government city.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a government city.
Yeah. So we're seeing the outskirts of the city. It's a good sized city, family. It's a good sized city.
As I said to you, a lot of construction. So heavy equipments are badly needed because there is a lot of construction. Roads, schools, dispensaries, hospitals.
And you see how they have the power lines? They already have the power lines widened to support the roads.
Right.
And you see how they've already shifted back the communities from the roadways and buildings. Yeah. So so they a lot of the planning and the
you mentioned about the issue of land.
Yeah.
When you come this way, land is not an issue.
Yes.
When you ask about land, within a fraction of a second, you can say there is a place somewhere.
Yes. There's a lot of land out here, family. I'm not gonna lie. There's the land out here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I think Quinn is taking some pictures, taking some video. So shout out to our public relations, our media folks for getting these videos up and going. We shared a little bit of those videos today. I'm going to try to also get some interviews in with our locals here and get just hear it from their mouth. These are testimonials that you have to hear and you have to see, because that's the question, not Africa. Don't take Brother Karras' word for it. I'm just one of many that the Most High is using. But yeah, but I see if you had multiple pieces of that equipment, that roller, if you had 8 or 9 construction crews, and they're all working, and they're doing about a mile a day. Yes, they don't play around. They're leveling everything on out. They're moving things on out. This is what we're saying, family. It's a noble effort, because the effort's much needed. Because we're on literally the main conduit. This road. This road is going to serve our operations in Tanzania and in the Great Lakes regions for the other nations. And that's to include Rwanda, Malawi, Uganda, Zambia, Burundi, and Congo, DRC. Yes. So this is the heart. So imagine we build this on up. We help them build this on up. That equipment will just start flowing quick. Because let me tell you, and as the people are constructing, guess what they're going to be doing? They won't be on the side of the roads. They're going to say, well, those are the old days on the sides of the roads. We build this up. We built up the supermarket here. We built up this gas station here. We built up this, because that economically empowers them to get that business, to get these processes in place. This is the time where it's one day we did this. One day this happened. One day. Because it's not just for one particular area. This is regional, region-wide.
Government city.
Yeah.
So yes, family, we're getting ready to head up onto government city. And government city, yeah, you can start to see the high. Yeah, we can see the high rises and things on out there. The construction's still going. When did they move to Dodoma? Was it like 5-6 years ago?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. So 5-6 years ago.
There for so long, but it has been pushed recently.
Yes. And so because you can see there's a lot more planning out here. There's a lot more space on out here. Dar es Salaam it's been around for a couple hundred years, thousands of years. So there's things that's already been kind of settled. Right here, there's more. It does look like what you would see in the United States. Things are actually pretty established in terms of how they graded out the land, how they plotted out the lands, and things of that nature. Now you still see a lot of the goats and the cows and the chickens, moving around here, but that's still part of the natural element here. I'm gonna try to figure that on out. Q-Real level 1, because I have it synced to my laptop. I gotta try to get this on over to my phone and try to go from there. So I'm gonna try to figure that one on out, and go from there. Now that I have a cameraman, it's growing. I got a cameraman just for this limited amount of time.
We'll try to go around there a little bit, just to pass by, then go back to Dodoma town.
Okay.
As I told you about Government City,
Yes.
all of these buildings is now newly established in Government
Yes.
City.
All right,
Government City. Yeah,
I see exactly.
yeah, Government City. We'll pass there, just to go around, then come back.
Okay, you just see these cows on out here, these goats and cows. They're all together. The goats, cows, and the sheep are all together just grazing. This is very interesting. And then on to the right of me, they have the Government City. So you see maybe about a dozen or so buildings that are actually being worked on. Looks like about 1 or 2 have been completed. But yeah, no, and then yes, they do have a drainage structure. But
tunaingia kulia unapotokea gari.
So yeah, so we're turning into this place, family. I'm gonna try to definitely get that together. So it's called Magufuli City.
The former president.
Yes, Magufuli City.
And they are going to plant varieties of fruits.
Quinn, are you getting this?
Varieties of fruits and.
Can you video? Quinn, can you video?
Yeah. You can open the window if you don't mind.
Quinn is gonna try and video this
for you to have a clear picture.
so you can see there's a lot of things on out here. Oh yeah, they're making it very pretty. They're making it very nice.
Do you see?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Do you see?
Mike's getting video. Quinn's getting video. Yeah. Always. Yeah. No. It's very different. Oh, it's very different out here. It's gonna be very different.
Go.
It's very nice.
Oh, Quinn got it on that side.
Yeah, they got the cranes and everything else on out here, family. So they have the ingenuity. They just need the equipment. It's just plain and simple. And that ingenuity has to expand with other, business practices and other technological innovations that can be built here. So yeah, so it looks like it's more than a dozen. There's more than a dozen buildings. It's about, I would say, about 5 or 6 that are fully completed.
For each and every ministry will have their
own building
here. Yeah.
Okay.
So if we have got maybe 26 ministry, it means all they are going to have buildings.
That's correct.
That's Tarura. Is Tanzania is for
the roads.
Rural roads.
Yes.
Rural roads.
Yes.
That's the, when I say it, with the heavy equipment, we need to have somebody there who will be, knowing the people with the requirements.
Yes.
Just
the equipment on over is one piece of the pie. Having that equipment working for the Tanzanians, that's the next one, and that's what we're doing. So the process is growing, and it's going. And I'm going to tell you, get the picture of that, because that's a beautiful building. That's a nice looking building.
It's big.
It's big, yeah, and I like. Yeah, that's nice.
From the road there.
Yes.
All of this area. It's going far, very far.
Yes. So they have roads, they have street lights. Yeah, they're planning, family. It's a good plan. But see, they got the land for it. Oh, I didn't even see this part. There's more. and it's still going. There's more. Family, there is more. But yeah, they're showing you the model of what they want to build, and we're aligning to what they're doing. So it's nothing far fetched. Yeah, no, family, it's beautiful. In a matter of a few hours, you went from basically the tropics to a little bit of the desert. This is like the Serengeti a little bit. How far are we about the Serengeti?
Serengeti from here, maybe 300 kilometers.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not that much far.
Yeah, so we're
mpaka Serengeti inaweza sio mbali kama kilomita ngapi
Kutokea hapa
eh
unaweza kupata kama kilomita 300
ya ndio hiyo ndio. Sasa hapa find the way ili tutoke sasa. Tuzunguke turudi kwa sababu at least now we can go back. I think you have got the picture.
Oh yes.
Yeah, you have got the picture.
No, this is very beautiful.
Is going on.
Mm-hmm. So you'll need supermarkets, you'll need grocery stores, you need.
Uone kama kuna alama zinakataza utaona tu, lakini otherwise kama mna alama do you see even people they can rest there,
all right,
that kind of thing.
I noticed there's not a lot of parks like neighborhood parks.
They are supposed to be, this is a new city, so there is a room to do whatever here.
All right, I got you. All right.
Yeah, yeah. So you hear Sebastian in the background and Mike. They're talking. There's parks. There's other infrastructure that needs to be here. So when they have like the bus services, especially here, they can do buses, and you see that they're trying to have. These are the full scale buses. I think they said that they call them like cruisers, or for those city buses that we've been accustomed to. But to me it looks like Phoenix. I'm not gonna lie. It kind of looks like Phoenix because you have the mountains in the background. You can see the cities in the valley. Yeah.
But one thing about it, you don't have as much dirt.
You
got grass and
it's actually grass on out here. It's not as much. It's not as dry as Phoenix. That's what I'm trying to say.
See the brothers and sisters cleaning out the.
You see the roads?
Yeah.
They have planned. Beautiful.
Yes. This is very nice. They got an area for folks to ride their bikes and walk. Good, and run. They run
out here running.
Yeah.
Getting the exercise.
Yes, they are. They are running. Oh man, that's putting us to shame. But the vegetation that's on out here, it's very nice.
The far end, you see the white stuff. That's the White House. It's somewhere there. They're very, very far.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but the homes and stuff they're already coming in. Yeah, in about another, I would say 2 or 3 years, this place will be blowing up. This will be very expansive, and there'll definitely be a lot of traffic on out here.
Exactly.
So we need to make sure that Quest Unite Africa has a space out here.
Exactly.
Has an office.
Exactly.
So so we can go to the parliament and and ask for things to be done for the African diaspora, the 6th region, the AU 6th region. So yes, family, that's all part of the plan. That's all part of the plan. But look, in order to give, it takes, you got to give a little. You got to give a little.
Let's go. I see the chapel is said. Tulipita wapi?
Huko tulinyosha.
Tulinyosha au tutoke huko?
Sawa, kokote.
Jaribu tutoke huko. Sijui kama inatoka, twende huko. Tubadilishe veni. Tutapata njia kutokea.
So Mike, you have a lot of work to do.
I'm already tired.
But you see what I'm saying? Look,
Yeah.
all those buildings that need to be wired. They need to have the wiring for the computer, for the IT.
Okay.
Yes.
How do I do that? How do I get into that? The networking, the cabling for these buildings.
Yeah. It needs connectivity.
Yes.
Angalia kama tutatoka kusho. Yes.
So yeah, family, this is, boy, I want to tell you, to me, it looks just like Arizona. We went from the tropics to Arizona. Yes, we are streaming live from the continent. We're actually streaming live. We're driving around Dodoma. We're driving around Dodoma. Dodoma is the capital of Tanzania. So usually I'm at a desk sitting down somewhere, but now I'm on my laptop going, and yeah, this is very interesting. Family is very interesting.
About the solar free solar
All right.
rise. Now they are plenty, as you can see.
Yeah, so they're doing solar panels on their buildings to have it more energy efficient.
They got the street lights are solar.
And the street lights are solar, yeah. But see, once you have it modeled here, then it's expanded throughout all the areas of Tanzania. That's how it works. You see it, and then it gets expanded.
Comrade, wewe ulikuwa umekupita hapa au ndio mara ya kwanza?
Mimi
Eh.
huko
Eh.
sijaje kuingia
Ndio serikali. Kwa hiyo leo umechanganyikiwa.
Umeona
Umeona?
barabara kubwa tu.
Umeona hii kitu?
Umeona?
Unaona sio kitu nzuri sana hii?
Sana.
Eh?
Sana.
Twende.
Yaani mimi bwana ishangaa hii Dodoma yenyewe. Hii serikali inapowekeza wapi? Sababu unapajua pale bungeni labda na huko na Ikulu.
Sasa umeona hii kitu?
Sasa hii shule ndio iona huko.
Sio polepole.
Sana. Uwekezaji mzito sana.
Umeona?
Yeah, so you hear them even talking about how nice it is in Swahili. So, you can understand a lot in terms of the expressions, and it's a good thing. But again, start learning Swahili, family. Learn Swahili. It is imperative. It will be Zore Sana. Zuri Sana. It will be very good. Very good to learn Swahili. And I just remember Zuri from Black Panther. Because, Mike still thinks that Tanzania is Wakanda.
Hey. Take time for me to get over it.
Oh boy. But yeah, family, this has been it's been a blessing to be able to see this, to get on out here, to move about Tanzania. And again, this is just one place in Tanzania. We haven't seen a lot of it yet. We haven't seen a lot of it. Because we still have to get down to really the West. And the West is more that region, you're in that's a very jungle region when you're there, over by the Great Lakes region. You have a lot of forest, you have a lot of jungles that's on out there. So the topography and the geography changes a lot. You have a lot of mountains here, and then you have flatlands in the Serengeti. So it's a great environment, and you also have Africa's largest mountain, the Kilimanjaro, is located in Tanzania.
All right.
Well, that's for
Army.
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 That's the Army building. Okay, yeah, yep.
Oh, this is occupied.
Quarters, Army quarters. It's like
The barracks.
barracks.
Their barracks are there. Yep. So yes, yeah, you can see how this thing is growing. But again, they need our help. We need your help. I'm gonna say we need your help. Oh, look, these climate zones? No. Richard, these climate zones, you get to it in a matter of hours. You're driving like hours, not days. We started on the tropics and we got to the desert within 6-7 hours. If you had improved road conditions like interstates, it would be like honestly about 3-4 hours. What I'm saying, it would be honestly like, oh yeah, no, they're eager. Listen, they're eager. But again, and I told them this because of how much our people back home want to help and support, and especially with the ability now to get these donations and to get these donations moved over. I'm trying to prepare them that, once this thing comes, once these pieces come, it's going to move. It is going to move very, very quickly. And so as we're on our way here, they have construction equipment, but they really don't have a lot of construction equipment. So when it gets flooded in and this equipment gets flooded in, it's going to start moving to a lot of places. And it's going to start to improve a lot of these road conditions.
You can see this area. This is with the green color.
Yeah.
You can see the other area with the yellow color, with the red color.
Yes.
In the blue.
Then the roofing, This is green roofing.
Mm-hmm.
Even me, I have got a plot somewhere around here.
Right.
Yeah.
I've got a plot. I can take you to my plot, but it's not yet done. It's somewhere there.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. Let's take a look. All right, family, we're about to sign off so we can see some land here. Hallelujah. This has been incredible. Yeah. We're about to see some plots around here. Some of this land. Because then you see like the little. All right. I'm gonna say this. It looks like the movie Beast with Idris Elba.
Private.
Yeah.
This is exactly what it looks like. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's exactly what it looks like.
It's a private school. That one. Twende kulia.
Yep, see they have the shops. All right, so family. Yeah, this is we're off road now. We're a little off road. But the road is actually graded pretty well for being off road. Yeah, it's actually graded very well for being off road. And then these homes are no joke. So we're gonna make sure we get some pictures of this.
They're not as big as the sisters' homes, the ones we went to in Barcelona. Sister Rosemary.
And those are mansions that we were at. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
As big as theirs.
Yeah.
Except for that one.
Yeah.
All right, now.
The bigger homes are on the back, Mike. The bigger homes are on the back.
All right. Tell me something. I'm glad you got me hip to it.
Sebastian likes to be humble. He's like, well, I got a little small plot. That thing's gonna be like 2 acres.
Stop there. Stop there. Yeah, you can stop there. To that. Simama hapo kwenye kibanda hicho.
Oh man.
Simama hapo ingiza gari hapo.
Yeah. You got the children on out here. They're just doing their thing. Look, life is happy. I'm not gonna lie to you, family. Life is happy. Yeah. You don't have to worry about that blood pressure.
Yeah.
Huh. All right. But family, I gotta sign off because I'm actually at the plot. So with that, Covenant Awakenings is signing off. We're here. We're gonna take videos, family. We gotta take videos. I gotta get this thing live and mobile, so I can record this and have our cameraman on this. I'm gonna figure this on out sometime tomorrow. But with that, family. Oh yes, no, they're working on that train too. All that stuff is going. All these infrastructure it's all growing. So family, with that. Shalom, salamas, yemi, shalom, peace and blessings, Yasharel, with collaboration of Quest to Unite Africa.